Alright guys, well I'm not going to waste your time too much. I'm just going to jump straight into this video and tell you what is going on. So I've seen a lot of people on Twitter and on some other apps saying that Tekken players don't know what they want, they just whinge. And that has come off the back of Harada saying there's no demand for certain modes, and a lot of people are saying that we asked for Tekken Ball and nobody plays it, and we're asking for team battle, survival, time attack, tournament and league mode, and the assumption is because nobody's playing Tekken Ball, nobody is going to play any of these other modes. It's just once again gamers complaining and not knowing what they want. Now I haven't turned on Tekken 8 for a very long time, as evidence has been pushed all the way back to Jump Force basically, which is a game I played ages ago, but we're going to turn it on now because I'd like to demonstrate why these people that are saying that don't understand that we did want Tekken Ball for a good reason, and we do want these other modes, but they have been implemented so poorly, and there would likely be very poor implementations if they did it again without some proper direction. Now I'm not saying that I'm a wizard or that I know exactly how to do everything, but I want to show people why Tekken Ball has flopped and how these new modes, if they ever do add them into the game, could potentially flop and how not to flop them. So let's just jump straight into it. When you get to the main menu screen, you have Tekken Ball right here. Okay, this is already a red flag. Now if you go into it and let's just say you do player versus player, then obviously I'm assuming you plug in a second controller and you play with whoever you're with at the time. And then obviously there's player versus CPU. You play against the CPU, you have a jolly old time, and that's it. You can also access it from the Tekken Fight Lounge as far as I'm aware. Now I haven't actually checked myself. The Tekken Fight Lounge is pretty useless to me, so I'm going to go in there because I've been told that it's right at the back of the Tekken Lounge. So I'm going to quickly have a look at that and then tell you why that is a problem and how to fix that, and then we're going to move on to team battle and the other modes. Alright, so we're walking along here. I'm assuming that I've never been down here before in my life. Not once. Right, okay, so I'm guessing this is the Tekken Ball area. You sit down, you play Tekken Ball. Okay, now there's a big problem with this. Nobody, I mean, as you can see here, nobody's going to walk down here to play Tekken Ball. There was a better place to put it. Now, I'll be honest with you, this is quite pretty. It does look nice the way they've done it. And I'm not saying you have to take this all away, but there's a better way to implement Tekken Ball, other than the fact that Tekken Ball itself was not actually designed very well. That aside, there's a better way to do it. This is where you put Tekken Ball. What there should be is that when you press triangle, there should be an option on here, much like DOA 5, where it says enable Tekken Ball. So the people in my lobby, because we have full 16 player lobbies when I was playing this game, we can just switch to Tekken Ball and we can do it there and then. I don't have to exit this, go all the way over to the Tekken Ball section, or teleport there of the main menu and play Tekken Ball with my community or people that I have in my lobby. It should be in the actual lobby ready to go. That way Tekken Ball will get played a lot. You could argue that they should be ranked for Tekken Ball, that's another argument. I don't really care too much about that, but that is a good suggestion. But if you would just put it in the lobby system, people would play it. Everyone's saying that, oh, everyone asked for Tekken Ball, no one plays it. Yeah, it's all the way at the back of the Tekken Lounge, of which a lot of people don't like going through. I know I don't like going through. That was the first time I've ever walked down there. A very simple fix is to put the Tekken Ball game mode in here. I press triangle and I have it there ready to go. Problem solved. We can do a whole Tekken Ball lobby and we can switch right back to the fighting, so there's no issues. Now the second problem is kind of like the rest of the issues that we were talking about on Twitter, because I did make a poll about this. If they include team battle, survival and time attack, what they're going to do in their infinite wisdom is they're going to go over to this offline tab and they're going to put them underneath the options here, likely underneath arcade mode. So you'll have team battle, survival and time attack, and that would have been fine in 1999, but it's 2025 now and we need to move with the time. So what do people do when they log on to Tekken these days? They go into ranked or they go into lobbies to play with other people. So what do you do with team battle, time attack and survival mode? You do the exact same thing that I said with Tekken Ball. Press triangle, team battle is an option there. Now automatically everybody in my lobby has been switched over to team battle. You have time attack there so that the person with the highest time is showed in the lobby. Okay, this person managed to beat arcade mode in 5 minutes. It's the next person's turn. Can we beat it? We could have so much fun doing that. The same goes for survival. How many characters did you beat in survival mode? The remedy is very easy. Of course, if you put team battle, survival and time attack in the offline section, it's not going to get played. That should be a given. You have to move with the times, and this is exactly where it needs to go. Now, it's not the only place that it should go. When I go into ranked, and I click on ranked, there should be an option here that asks me if I want to do time attack or survival mode. So when I complete time attack or survival mode, my record gets brought up into like an online leaderboard, much like we have on ranked, and it will say who's got the top survival or who's got the top time. And at the end of every month, so you can have 12 awards a year, at the end of every month you give the #1 player a special reward. It doesn't have to be Tekken fight coins or some nonsense like that. It can just be a special low effort reward. It doesn't even have to be a massive thing, but it would be a super rare item, so it would incentivize people to play the game. You're not charging people for it, and although you are leaning into FOMO, it is harmless because you don't have to pay for it. It's an optional thing. It will get people playing your modes. That would be so much fun. I know I would like to participate in something like that. I'm a very competitive person, and Tekken is competitive by nature, so if you don't really want to fight people on ranked, what better to do than fight against the hardest CPU to see who can get the top time? And you renew that every month, so that every month everyone's like, okay, cool, I lost last month, there's new conditions. Maybe in the time attack you have to beat the whole Mishima family in a set amount of time. Maybe in the time attack you have to beat the Tekken 1 original characters in a set amount of time. Keep on changing it. Same goes for survival mode. That way those modes will be played, but they're not going to be played if you put them as offline. Everybody that I've been interacting with on Twitter, well actually not everybody, but a fair amount of people were like, no Michael, you're asking for something you're not going to play. It really matters where you put the mode. Now that brings me to tournament and to League. League, in my opinion, should be in the lobby system as well, much like Tekken Ball. I press triangle, I switch it over to League. We have a whole lobby now where we're doing round robins to see who the champion is at the end, much like the Premier League or whatever football league that you watch. Same goes for tournament. You can also have those as separate modes. I don't really know how you would go about doing league as a separate mode, but it should primarily be in the lobby system. See, there's easy fixes to make this game more fun. You want to talk about it being more casual friendly. Casuals like abundances of modes, and to be honest with you, so does everybody. Who wouldn't like something like that? But there's a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it. You can add all of those modes in, but if you don't do it correctly, it's going to fail. They had Tekken Bowling in Tekken 7, but it was implemented so poorly. This is a competitive fighting game, and even though not everybody wants to be fighting constantly, if you want to give people something to do, make the casual modes also competitive because they're dumb fun. You know, you're not going to get annoyed because someone's popping heat in Tekken Ball or somebody's beating you in team battle. It's some silly fun. Same goes for time attack. Oh, I couldn't beat the whole Mishima family. I'm not going to write on Twitter and burn my house down over it. These are fun casual modes that everybody can enjoy. If DOA 5 can do it, and that game came out eons ago, because in DOA 5 you can go to the menu and you can choose Kumite, tournament, winner stays on, loser stays on, and tag mode. There's a tag mode there. You just switch that to team. I'm not asking for tag. If you want to do that, it's up to you, but team battle shouldn't be something that costs Bandai Namco or the Tekken team a lot of money. It doesn't really make any sense to me. And when I was talking to other people about it on Twitter, they were like, no, the things that they've done cost a lot of money, but what we're asking for doesn't cost a lot of money. So yes, if they implement it again for the last time in the wrong section of this game, much like Tekken Ball, it will be forgotten about. But Tekken Ball can be saved if you simply give us an option in the lobby system where I can quickly switch over from fighting to Tekken Ball. That way, when I'm streaming for 8 hours a day Tekken 8, well, like, hey guys, we've been streaming for like 6 hours. Do you guys want to play some Tekken Ball? Everyone's going to say, yeah, pretty burnt out fighting now. Then you get to have some dumb fun on the game. So let me know what you guys think about that. I just think that there's so many things that they keep on overlooking. They're very quick and easy fixes, but when we speak about these things, you have the company diehards and the glazers saying, oh, you guys are just complaining again. But it seems so obvious to me that we've moved into a digital age and thus gone online. We're not really outside playing these games anymore. There's no more arcades really. You would move all of these modes that were popular offline online. You just adapt with the times. Anyways, let me know what you think about all of that, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Take care and peace.